Welcome back to this video series on the changes from the 2nd edition to the 3rd edition of the 9th Age. Today we will talk about battle preparations.
First, we have planning the match. This involves tasks you might do before meeting up, like building your army and deciding on the size of your forces. There are two changes here. First, there is a universal points limit to unit entries, 600 points, which in a few cases is increased to up to 900 points. Second, you now select spells on your army list. An apprentice has 1 spell, number 1. An adept has 3 spells, chosen from spells 1 to 4, and masters have 4 spells, chosen from spells 1 to 6. Next, when you arrive at the table, you share your army list with your opponent, choose a deployment type, and select objectives. The core rulebook includes a single deployment type, Frontline Clash. Additional deployment types can be found in Appendix 3, the Seasons Pack. Objectives are now divided into primary objectives, worth more points, and secondary objectives, worth less points. Both players play the same primary objective, but they can play different secondary objectives. The core rulebook includes a primary objective called Spoils of War. Here you gain a spoils token for your scoring units when you kill enemies in combat, and the most tokens at the end wins. I recommend that you play your first game without secondary objectives. If you want to use them, they can be found in Appendix 3, the Seasons Pack. You roll to choose deployment zones just as in 2nd edition, and after this we have collected all the pre-game decisions into a single step. The most common pre-game selection is wizards swapping spells, where each wizard can swap 1 spell for the hereditary spell, and a single wizard can swap a spell for another spell that it could have originally selected. This is intended to speed up the game, since you do most of the spell selection before the game, without completely removing all flexibility. Deployment is largely the same. You can deploy 1 unit at a time, or you can deploy your entire army all at once. If you finish deploying first, you get a +1 on the roll to see who starts the game. However, if you deploy your whole army on the very first chance you got, and you finish deploying first, you get a +2 bonus instead. This means that you can never be fully sure that you will get the first turn. Another change is that characters that wish to start the game in a unit must now deploy directly with this unit. There are also some changes to deployment related model rules such as Vanguard, Ambush and Scout. This will be covered in the episode for Appendix 1, Model Rules. That's all for the battle preparations episode. In the next episode we will cover the charge phase.